Hello, welcome to Valita's World. My name is Carmelita. If this is your first time, please say hi. If you're returning, say hi and say where you're visiting from. We're going to give it a few minutes and let more people come in to the live, and then we'll get started. Today, I'm a little tired. I just got up from a nap. I've passed out so fast. I don't know what was going on. I've been out in that yard working today in my garden, and I guess I got wore myself out. Then you take a hot shower and have dinner, and the next thing you know, I sat down for a few minutes and I was knocked out. And I woke up and I'm like, oh my God, it's time for me to log on. So tonight, from Valita's World, we're going to be going over fermented vegetables and things for the gut health. So we're just going to give it a few more minutes. Hey, lady. How you doing, cousin? Welcome, welcome, welcome to Valita's World. Say hi as you enter the chat if you don't mind. And if this is your first time, say hi, your name, where you're from. And this is Life After Retirement and Gastric Bypass. Hey, Tanya and everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Hi. Hi, everybody's coming in. That's good. I'm trying to give it a few minutes before we get started. It's only been 2 minutes since we're supposed to start. And then we're going to get started. How am I? Well, I'm doing well as to expected. It's been a challenging week this week, but I'm here. We lost a family member this week to gun violence, one of my younger cousins. And so it's been a trying week, and I called to check on my aunt. It's her grandson, and yeah, so it's been a happy week and a sad week all in one. We did have a couple of graduations, my granddaughter's graduation and my cousin's daughter's graduation. Uh, I know, cousin, I know it's sad. I talked to Aunt Berta yesterday. All right. So we got 4 people in the chat. We gonna go on and get this rolling. Um, you guys, I was just the other day, I was just thinking about what would be a good topic. We try and talk a lot about health and how we should be eating for weight loss, healthy living. Oh, thank you, Tanya. Thank you so much. My family really appreciate it, and any prayers our way. I know I come from a very, very religious family. Matter of fact, my aunt, she was the first lady for many years until my uncle passed, the one who lost her grandson, my little cousin. So, yeah, so any prayers for our family will greatly be appreciated. Um, so, yeah, I want to talk about eating fermented fruits today, fermented vegetables, rather, um, because as we all know, Asians eat a lot of rice. That's very heavy in their diet, rice. That's Thai people, Chinese, Japanese, all these Asian countries, even Indians eat a lot of rice. So just think about it. The majority of these, okay, I'll look into it, and let her know. She needs to know what she can eat that's not high in fiber. Oh, a lot of stuff isn't high in fiber, but I will let her know. Thank you, Tanya, for uh, that. Okay. Um, so back to what I was saying. What I was speaking about was, how the Asian countries eat a lot of rice. And when you look at them, they always have a big bowl of rice. And then they'll put a little piece of meat on top of it. Or they'll have a big bowl of rice and a lot of meat. Like in Thai, they have quite a bit of meat with their rice. And most foreign people in these Asian countries are very small. And you be like, okay, they eat all this rice all day, pretty much with every meal. They have rice for breakfast, rice with lunch and dinner, but yet and still they're small, eating all that starch, which we know turns into sugar, and sugar turns into fat and stores in the body, and you just get bigger. The difference is they eat a lot of fermented vegetables. You heard me. Asians love kimchi. They love sauerkraut. They love fermented vegetables. A lot of their vegetables is fermented. And that's why they don't gain weight, because they eat the fermented vegetables. And that's pretty much how a lot of them start their day out, is eating the fermented vegetables. When I was if you looked at my last vlog, when I was in Madison and we went to the Indian restaurant, they served with our meal kimchi and another fermented vegetable that you're supposed to put with your food when you eat it. And that's how they lose weight, because the fermented vegetables is good bacteria and it helps cleanse the body. So, like when we go on our fasts, when we're fasting, or we go on our detox, when we detoxifying and everything, what we're doing is we're cleaning out our gut, right? We're getting rid of everything that's in there, good and bad. So when we start eating again, we're eating, even if we're eating healthy foods, you still have some bad bacteria that's going to form. But if we go in and we start eating the fermented vegetables, that's going to keep us with a good gut health, which is going to help us to lose weight. So that's what I just wanted to speak to you guys about today. And also the side effects from fermented vegetables is good with, once again, mental clarity. It's good. It helps because you have that clean gut, that your insides is clean because you're eating the fermented vegetables along with your healthy eating. Mood, puts you in a good mood. Um, and it helps with sleep. One thing I have always told you guys, I have a problem sleeping. I've always had issues with sleeping at night. I cannot sleep throughout the night because of I have irregular bladder syndrome, so I'm always going to the restroom. But if I can get in a good 2 hours straight sleep, and if I hit 3 straight hours of sleep, that's golden for me. I got plenty of sleep. So anything that's going to help aid with me getting my rest, I'm going to try it. So I had went out shopping, and it's crazy that I decided to talk about good health, gut health, because I had been looking for some kimchi in my area. I don't know why, but I can't find any. And I just started eating kimchi um, when I went on my cruise this last time. I had it for the first time. Now I've been to my friends' houses. They always eat kimchi. I don't eat that stuff. I always looked at it like, I don't want no cold cabbage. Because that's how I would look at it. Like, oh, that's cold cabbage. I don't want no cold cabbage. But that stuff is really, really good. So I'm learning to step out since I had my surgery and try different foods that I generally don't eat. So I will be getting me some sauerkraut and I will be getting me some kimchi, especially since it helps with sleep. All right. So, and when I wanted to speak also about protein, we only can get in a little protein, thank God. Now, those of you who have not had the gastric sleeve or the gastric bypass, don't overdo it on the protein because if you overdo it on the protein, it can turn into sugar and glucose in the body, and that's not good. Um, the reason we don't have to worry about it is because we can't eat that much. A person who's had the gastric sleeve or the gastric bypass, um, our stomachs is so small, we get full really fast. So we don't really have to worry about overeating on our protein. When we eat our meats, we we got to worry about getting it in, making sure we get it in. So also, I just want to reinform you guys: no drinking while eating because we have to get in the nutrients in our bodies. That's most important. And I have been talking to you guys about my private summers. Lord, please don't let one be coming on. My private summers and things that can make that happen more often is you shouldn't be heating your, I was reading about it, you shouldn't be heating your food up in plastic at all, drinking out of plastic bottles. Try and drink, if you buy water in the plastic bottles like I do, I have gotten in the habit of pouring it in a cup, in a glass or a cup. I stopped heating my food up in plastic containers about a year or so ago because that plastic residue eventually seeps into the food, and that's not good for us at all. That it messes with the estrogen in our body, and we don't need that. We already have um, a lot of problems, so that's something we do not need. Is all that estrogen in our body, especially as women of a certain age. Um, Especially if you like me already and going through the change. So we want to stay away from stuff like that as much as possible. Drinking out of plastic bottles, plastic containers, heating our food up because of the plastic seeps into the food from the warming of the food in the microwave, that high heat and stuff. So we don't want that. And don't leave your water in your car because the sun, especially if you're in a state that gets hot like California, like Georgia, uh, where our cars, you close up the car and the car could be like 100 degrees inside that car. Don't leave water bottles, plastic water in your car because once again, that water, that plastic toxins is getting in that water. Now, I learned that many years ago because I used to keep water in my car, plastic in plastic bottles, and I found out from the doctor, no, 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 that was not good. You know, so you're supposed to leave it in a water safe container in the car, not in the plastic bottles. So, and another thing, snacking. We're not supposed to be snacking. Matter of fact, I tried not to snack really, but once you have the gastric bypass, I don't call it snacking because we can't eat that much and we have to get um, our protein in and our vegetables in. And the only way we can do that is eating pretty much throughout the day. Like for me, sometimes I'll go 4 or 5 hours without eating. That's when I'm working hard. Like if I'm out in the garden, if I'm shopping and I'm uh, cleaning the house, I'll forget and to eat because I'm so busy. I will forget to eat, and then by the time I eat, it seemed like the longer I go without eating, the less I can eat. Regardless, I don't have to go a whole day. Just going from if I wake up at 8 o'clock and I don't eat until 1 o'clock, I'm only going to be able to eat a very little. That's why when you have the gastric bypass or the gastric sleeve, they tell us when they send us home to eat small meals throughout the day um, to make sure we're getting everything we need, our protein and our vegetables that we need, our fiber and everything in our diet. So I generally eat like every 3 hours, every 4 hours, I'll grab something. So like tonight, Paulette had did pork chops. She did smothered pork chops, y'all. And she cooked corn on the cob and she did potatoes, things I do not need. But I was only able to eat about a total of about 4 ounces of the pork chop. I ate a half a piece of corn and a half a cup of potatoes. That's all I ate um, for dinner. And I ate on it twice, and that's all I was able to get down. Uh, was the half a corn, the half. Um, I ate a half. The pork chops was kind of big, so I'm gonna say I ate a whole pork chop because they were big. But I had cut me a little piece off about the yay big, and it was about 3 or 4 ounces. I was able to get the whole 4 ounces down because I ate it in two settings. So that's what I mean about eating small meals. Um, Although it was one meal, it was really two meals. And my DT, my dietitian, she would consider that as two meals because I ate on that meal twice within a 4 hour period. I ate on it twice, so that was two meals. And then for breakfast, I had a half of a um, Dave's bagel. And Dave's bagels, a whole bagel is 11 grams of protein. I only ate a half of it, and I had uh, a half a tablespoon of cream cheese on that, with one mini chicken sausage. Now, for three chicken sausages, it's 7 grams of protein. Little ones there. Amaya's chicken sausage. I get it at Sam's Club. Well, I was only able to eat that one, and I was that was my breakfast this morning, and then I was out in the yard doing my gardening. I'm sorry, guys, I'm a little winded today. And we also got to remember to continue to eat slowly. Um, I find myself sometimes just, you know, eating too fast. And I have to literally remind myself, slow down, chew slow down, chew slow. Like I said last week, but I'm not doing that consistency to where my food is watery. I'm not doing that because it's nasty by that point, and I just can't do it. But I do make sure I try and slow down and eat my food. I done lost a lot of people. I'm down to two people in this live um, tonight, but that's okay. Two is better than none. Also, remember, we're not drinking when we're eating. Don't drink when you eat. I have not eaten anything when I ate my second meal was probably about 7 o'clock when I ate the last time I ate. So this is fine. It's over an hour. I was a little dry. And another thing to help you with weight loss is drinking at least half your body weight in water, if you can. I know that's hard to do. I know I can't do it because I'm too big. Half my body weight, that's 130 ounces, 35 ounces. No, not even that. 125 or 30, 200. Yeah, about 125 ounces of water is what I would have to drink, and my body weight. And this is good because it helps keep your kidneys and your livers clean. Now, I have been drinking a lot of water, though, since I've been out in the garden. I noticed that I'm drinking a lot of water. I will go through like four of these, three or four of these a day. And 16, 13. I'm doing at least 80 ounces of water a day when I'm in the yard, when I'm outside. Seems like that's the only time I can do it because it be so hot and I just be so parched to where I just keep drinking it. And then remember, I always do my green tea. I do 1 cup of this of green tea every day. And guys, when I tell you, I cannot stress enough how the green tea is helping me with my mental clarity, with feeling good. I mean, my body, when I'm on the green tea, I feel great throughout the day until about 7, 8 o'clock when it's time for me to go to bed. Yeah, I go to bed that early. Yes, I do. And there's nothing wrong with it. I am retired. I used to complain about how early my grandma would go to bed and my grandpa and them would wake up in the morning and, oh, why they getting up so early? Now that's me. So I understand. After working over 35 years, you getting up at 3:45 in the AM, you can't help but to get up at 5 a.m., 4:30, 6 o'clock. That's sleeping in to me. But yeah, I have to make sure I get my sleep on and I get my drink on. And that green tea just gives me so much energy to whereas I'm always doing something around this house. I did so much the other day, my knees were killing me because I forget. It gives me so much energy, and I forget about the arthritis in my knees. Now, how you gonna forget? Because Arthur gonna let me know, and Arthur kicked in and let me know, girl, you still have severe arthritis in these knees while you going up and down these stairs outside. I have on the deck. It's like four, not even a lot of stairs, like four or five steps down. But after going up and down, lifting plants and stuff or soil and stuff, the knees was killing me, especially my right knee. The Arthur was like, "Go sit down," and I had an injection in my knees 2 weeks ago, but she wasn't working the other day. So that's one thing I love about the green tea. It gives me energy and makes me want to do more. And another thing I want to talk to you guys about is certain vegetable oils. Um, we talked about this before about avoiding certain vegetable oils, uh, like canola oil, soybean oil, corn oil. All those oils right there cause inflammation in the body, and we don't need that. We do not need the inflammation in the body. That is not good for us. So try and do the avocado oil, coconut oil, things like that. Those are good oils to have. My main go-to is coconut oil and olive oil or avocado oil. I like avocado oil the best out of all of them because I don't know, for some reason avocado oil just gives your food such a great flavor. And so, like if you make dressing, if you make your dressings yourself, and you need to add a little oil to it, use a little avocado oil or a little olive oil when you're making your homemade dressings. It's better to make your own dressings anyway, using healthy fats. So, do anybody else have anything they want to share or they want to discuss? I know my cousin mentioned about my aunt eating foods without fiber, which we know protein meats don't have fiber in it. So she can eat the meats. She can eat um, fat-free cheeses. Will be great for her. Let me see what else. And low fiber foods. Well, we don't want her eating no pastas, but pasta is very low in fiber. Fish and eggs. Tanya, bras. Do you have problems finding the right bra? You know what? I did. Oh my God. Uh, I had the hardest time finding a bra, but I found one. It's by Playtex. It's a button in the front and it's a cross in the back. That bra felt so good and it fit so perfect. But I bought those bras about 2 months ago, 3 months ago. I bought like about five or six of them, and they're too big now. I'll put it on the other day, and I have so much room in the bras. The thing is, while you're losing weight, it's going to be hard to get a good bra. I generally go to, I don't know if you guys ever seen the show called Double Divas. Back in the day, they were on TLC and they had the ladies who had the boobs way out here and they will walk into the Lorray, I think it's called Lorray, out here in Georgia. They will walk in, and that lady could look at you. Her staff, they can look at you and tell you exactly what size bra. Well, I went there, and that's where I normally go to get my bras. However, the bras, they back then, I think one bra was $52. Yeah, I got me one, my daughter-in-law one, and my niece-in-law one, which is like my daughter-in-law because I raised her son, my nephew, as my own child. But I would not do that right now. I would just go to somewhere like Kohl's, somewhere that sell Playtex bras and things like that, and you're just gonna have to try them on until you find the right one. And I tell you, it took me. Matter of fact, I did a video. I have a video um, in the catalog where I went to Kohl's, me and my grandson, looking for bras. And I found that bra. And I tell you, it was the most comfortablest bra ever. And it fit perfect. It fit perfect, like I said, 2 months, almost 3 months ago. Since then, the 15 pounds, 10, 15 pounds I done lost. I lost it in the chest area, so it doesn't fit. But you can also get them at Walmart. Playtex is at Walmart. What I did was I went in the store to try them on, and then I went online um, to find the actual bra because I didn't see them in the stores really. They only had like two of them in Kohl's. I went over to Walmart. They didn't have them at Walmart, not that exact bra, or either they didn't have my size. And so that's why I went to Amazon and I put in my exact size and I found them on Amazon and I purchased them. As a matter of fact, let me see. Yeah, you do need to start drinking green tea. Now, I tell you what I do with my green tea. Like I stated, when I do my green tea, guys, I make sure I buy the real lemon, the bottle, the real lemon bottle, of real lemon. I pour that in my green tea. So it's green tea with lemon, and I use stevia or a monk fruit. My Right now I'm using stevia and monk fruit sweetener in it because that's all I could find. I want to find a big bag of stevia, but I haven't been able to find it around here. I may have to order it online. I was trying to find the bra that I purchased from Playtex, but I don't see it. The name. I know it's a cross. It's a cross bra. I'll put. I may have to come back and put it in the contacts later. And it's a wireless. That's one thing I love about it. It is a wireless. And pretty much most Playtexes are good bras. I'm sorry, guys. I'm with you guys. I'm with you. I'm just trying to see if I can find this for her, but I'm gonna have to look for it later. But yeah, it's a Playtex crossbody bra, and the green tea, like I said, it works. What I do is I'll boil like six. I put it. I boil some water, and I'll put six of the bungalow. Remember, bungalow tea is the green packets. They have. I get a big. I used to get the big thing at Sam's Club in California. Now the crazy thing is, I haven't seen it at the Sam's Club out here. I don't even know if they still sell it, but I have bought so much of it. I still have probably about 40 packs left. So, but I bought a bungalow tea, and I boil me a small pot of water. I'll put six tea bags in that small pot of water, and I will let it sit in that water for about an hour. And then I'll pull that in me a great big old picture. And from that picture, then I'll fill the picture up almost to the top, about this much from the top, with water. And then I'll add my lemon juice in there, and I just squeeze it. I just squeeze it in there, no set amount. I just squeeze it and taste it. Everything is to taste with me. And then I'll add my stevia, my monk fruit, and I just put it in there until I get the taste I want. And it's really good. And then I refrigerate it because I like it ice cold. That's the best way. And it does help with me controlling my eating. Another thing we need to do is limit our eating out, which is what I have really been doing the last couple of months. Um, I don't go out to eat as much as I used to. Me and Paulette, we used to go out at least once or twice a week, sometimes three times a week. We would stop and get something to eat. I have noticed since I have been really, really trying to watch what I partake in this body and eating healthy, I will wait till I get home. I'll be like, I got a freezer. I got a deep, upright freezer full of food. My Domatic freezer is full of food. And then the refrigerator freezer in the kitchen is full of food. There's no reason for me to go out at all. And I try and make sure we have food here to eat. Once again, my family, they don't really eat leftovers. So we had Paulette grilled for Memorial Day, and everybody ate on Memorial Day. Nobody ate after. Well, we grilled the day before Memorial Day. We grilled 2 days before. We grilled that Saturday. So Saturday, everybody ate some barbecue, and we had brats. We did one. Believe this. Listen to this. We did one slab of baby back ribs. We did 8 brats and a half a chicken. So that's what we grilled. Um, and I made a bowl of potato salad. We didn't even do the baked beans. We wanted to do the baked beans, but we didn't get a chance to do the baked beans. So that's all we did. Why? Why, when I tell you we ate that Saturday, I think they ate a little Sunday. That was it. They didn't eat no more. They did not, even though the meat was there, they did not eat anymore. Now I ate on the meat because I with my protein, and I use my G Hughes barbecue sauce because it's sugar free, fat free, and it's only 5 calories per tablespoon, 0 carb. So I put that on my meat. So she barbecued the chicken and stuff, but she didn't put no barbecue sauce on it. So I will put my G Hughes barbecue sauce on the chicken. So I will have like piece of chicken and a fourth cup of potato salad. Because after I eat the chicken and I try and eat the potato salad, a lot of times I would leave some potato salad on my plate. Um, then that's what I would have. I have 2 small baby back ribs, half a 1/4 cup of potato salad to a half a cup of potato salad. That was probably my lunch. And I did that until I got burnt out. I think I ate on it for like 3 days, and I sent the rest home with my son, and he left the potato salad that I got to throw out in there. But nobody in my family really eat leftovers, is what I'm finding. So I thought that I would have took that meat and ate it with some salad or something else. I got burnt out on it real quick too. So I'm learning that I have to, um, when I'm cooking, I have to really cook a very little amount. Now, I did fry some fish. Um, I fried some fish on last Friday, and shrimp. I did fish and shrimp. I did cod, which I will don't fry cod, y'all. It don't come out right. It would it the take it just don't fry right. Now the catfish nuggets, I had 3 pieces of catfish about this big. That was delicious, and the shrimp were delicious. But the fried cod, no. If I do cod, it's just gonna have to be uh, baked in the oven with a little seasoning and a little lemon. That's how I'm gonna have to do the cod, and I got plenty of it left. I won't buy that anymore. Um, so that's what I did on Friday for dinner. And guess what, guys? They ate it once, and I wind up throwing that away. Yeah, I threw away about six pieces of fish, and I think they ate up the majority of the shrimp. But I didn't care for the cod, so I'm pretty sure they didn't care for it either. So I'm like, no, just throw that away. I won't be buying that anymore. Now, if you cook cod and you know how to make it taste good, let me know. Put it in the chat box, and I'll try it your way, because my way it didn't work. So, as I said, I don't eat out. You guys limit your eating out too. Pay attention because we don't know what they're cooking. And a lot of restaurants put sugar in their food. Good evening, Nisi. Welcome, welcome. Um, sorry, I just seen that. Tanya saying that's my problem now, finding the right size with support. Yeah. Um, truthfully, Playtex has good support. And then Goddess Bras have great support. Um, this other bra, the one that I got from when I went to Double Divas, I found their bra online, but it costs just as much as it costs to go there. I wouldn't spend a whole lot of money on like I said, on an expensive bra right now. Um, and 9 times out of 10, you're a lot smaller than what you were, so you gotta just try them on, and don't get the ones that be having like that stretchy. If you can't adjust the strap, it's not worth getting. That's what I found. Um, sports bras, some sports bras, yeah, I can wear some sports bras uh, that don't adjust the strap. I went to Walmart before I went on my cruise, and I tell you, I got these bras. They are great. They're sports bras, and they hold me up. Um, I had got one was by Adidas and a VAVIA or whatever. Um, yeah, I bought those bras and I tried them on at Walmart, and they fit. And so, and they were on sale. So I got like about 4 or 5 of those as well. And they are good bras. So when you go in, you just have to try them on and try things different than what we generally would buy. That's what I noticed. I was going after things, bras that I used to purchase prior to weight loss surgery. Well, I had to get out of that, and I start trying on things that I know I would have never tried on um, when I was larger. And I find they worked and they were supportive. And guys, remember, be good to ourselves. Be good to yourself. You know, when you if you do daily devotionals, speak good into you. You know, I I had this saying. I start saying this, believe it or not. I start saying this in 2019, about 29, mid 2019, late 2019. I started saying to myself, you know, I used to say, about being fat. Oh, I'm so fat. I hate being this fat. I can't wait till I lose all this. I can't wait to lose weight. And then I kept saying, girl, you staying fat because you keep calling yourself fat. And so one day I said, nope, I'm skinny. And my friend, she looked at me and she said, what you say? I said, I'm skinny. I said, girl, I said, this little skinny body of mine is just doing too much for me, honey. I'm just as skinny as they come. And she said, what? I said, I'm just as skinny as they come. And I just started saying, oh, I'm so skinny. Oh, I can't, I'm real skinny. And, you know, I can't wait until I get to my skinniest. And here it is. Here it is. 3 years later, I'm 189 pounds smaller. So I just start telling myself I'm skinny. So tell ourselves some good things, you know, um, like a Mary J. Blige song say, "Good morning, gorgeous," and that's what. Oh, I love that song. Good morning, gorgeous, and that's how I feel. I feel I'm gorgeous. I feel I'm skinny, and I feel I'm small, and I'll hug myself, my wrist, and I'll be like, oh. And now I remember when I couldn't do this. Look at that. I can put my whole hand around my wrist now. I remember when I couldn't do none of that. So I claimed it before it even happened. And that's what you got to do. Say good things to yourself. Nobody else is going to be good to us like us. Anybody else have any other questions? Anything they want to bring, talk about in the chat? Anything anybody else want to talk about in the chat? Okay. If not, um, just a friendly reminder, guys. Remember to stay away from margarine and vegetable shortening. Those is not good fats. Those is bad fats. So we want to stay away from that. Okay. And if you can afford it, grass fed protein is the best. Wild caught um, seafood is the best if you're eating meats and protein and fish. Remember that. And far as your eggs go, I'm gonna tell you, I'm an advocate for pasture raised eggs. Those are the best. Okay. And bad fats to stay away from: grapeseed oil, sunflower oil, flax oil. You don't want none of that corn oil, walnut oil, vegetable oil, sesame oil, peanut oil, canola oil. Still, those are not good oils. Remember, if you're going to do an oil, avocado oil, olive oil. Those are some of your best oils you can have. All right. Coconut oil. And they all make your food taste great. What's the name of the vegetables that you said we should eat? Oh, vegetables that I like to eat is kale, spring lettuce, broccoli. Oh my God, broccoli is so good. Cauliflower, you can turn it into whatever you want. It is so good. String beans, also good. Eggplant is good. Zucchini, squash, and the list goes on and on and on. These are great vegetables. Green onions. I love onions, period. Purple onions. Um, I know tomato is a fruit, but I'm going to throw tomato in there as a vegetable too. Um, One thing I like to do, remember when I was talking about fermented vegetables? You know what? I ferment my own vegetables with a little what is that? Rice vinegar. I will take some rice vinegar, a little salt, a little pepper. I will cut up a cucumber, a purple onion, cucumber, purple onion, and tomato. And I will make me like a cucumber salad, but it wouldn't even be a salad really. I would marinate it in the rice vinegar and a little salt, a little pepper to taste. Sometimes I put a little garlic and onion powder in there, baby, just to jazz it up a little bit. And I put it in the refrigerator overnight. When I tell you, it is so good. It is so good. And I would eat that on a plate and have me a piece of chicken on the side or a piece of fish, on baked fish on the side. Love it. And don't forget, for protein, uh, we can do Greek yogurt as well. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. I try and help us all and myself in the interim. Knowledge is power, baby. Knowledge is power. And I have so many books. I'm always purchasing books to help me out. Guys, I also have, I use different books. The one book that I've been looking at the last couple of days is this one. I got this at Sam's Club years ago. It's the 30-day ketogenic cleanse. Um, and this is the reason I got this book. A lot of people, oh, keto is that's all that grease and fat. Not this one. This is the clean keto. This is the healthy book. So it all depends on which one you get. And I love it because it has so many nice pictures in there. You see that? Um, and it talks about potassium. So I'm learning a lot of stuff by reading these books. And I just share what I read and I learn with you all. Like this is a cleanse. Oh, look at that coffee. Don't that look good right there? I'm gonna have to try that one. Now, next, and like pastas. There's what I like is they show you the difference. So you see that little bit of pasta. That's if you get. That's if you eat regular pasta. That's all you're supposed to eat. Just that little bit on that plate. But this is if we was to eat it zucchini, a cucumber with zucchini pasta. And this is the shredded lettuce and the spaghetti squash, the cabbage noodles, and broccoli, cabbage noodles, and zucchini up there, and you can use that to make your spaghetti with. And I also use the spaghetti squash. Matter of fact, I'm trying to grow spaghetti squash outside. Y'all wish me luck. Another thing I'm growing outside is eggplant. I'm trying to grow my own eggplant as well. And then it also gives me a meal plan in here if I wanted to go on her meal plan, um, an 8-day meal plan, and they give you a break your fast meal. Like if you're fasting, it gives you good meals if you want to break a fast. Also, guys, I have this other cookbook that I purchased this. I don't know where I got this book at. Oh, Ollie's. I got this book at Ollie's. You guys don't sleep on Ollie's. I love Ollie's book section. That's where I got a lot of my devotional books from that I read, my daily word books. I got them at Ollie's. I get a lot of recipe books from Ollie's. This one, um, the Great Shellfish Cookbook, I got this at Ollie's. So I will be venturing into making some shellfish fish dishes. I ain't making no octopus now. Baby, they showing me all this octopus. They can have that. I don't want nobody's octopus. But I will do some mussels and some clams. See that? Yeah, I'll do that. But I'm not, your girl ain't, which, and chorizo. Your girl ain't into that clam. And this is some sriracha surf tacos. Look at that. So it look like it's fish, fried fish with some lobster on top. And a lobster salad, burrata salad. Look at that. That looks so good. Now I might make this tomorrow. I might stop and pick me up a lobster and make me some of that. And so lobster, it's called lobster burrata salad, and it's baby spinach. All I need, it's nothing to it. It's baby spinach, cherry tomatoes with the extra virgin olive oil, agave nectar, which I have, black pepper. I'm not adding no canola oil. See, they got that bad canola oil. Remember, this is not a healthy book. So whenever I do a recipe out of a book, I always make sure, guys, I make sure um, I swap out the bad for the good. So I don't even cook with canola oil. So I would just use avocado oil in the canola oil space. And oh, it even have anchovies on this. And one large burrata cheese ball. That's what's in the middle. Is the burrata cheese ball. And lemon and basil leaves. That's easy. That is an easy salad to make and healthy. So I'm getting my protein in there and my vegetables. That's something I can do. That's low calorie. All right, guys, we're coming up. We're getting ready to say good night. Is there anything else anyone want me to answer or speak to them about? Oh, and cousin, asparagus is another one of my main vegetables that's great for you and that I love. I love me some asparagus, especially when I do some blackened salmon or baked salmon. I always seem to have asparagus on the side. I don't now. Some people may make aioli sauce to go over it, but I don't go all out and do all that. I done that once before, but that's a little extra step, extra calories I don't need because I like salmon by itself and I don't need the aioli sauce and I like asparagus by itself. But if you want to make a low calorie aioli sauce, you can. Anyone else have anything else they want to share or a question that they want to ask me about? No one? Okay. And last but not least, for a nice little snack, deviled eggs. Can always make you some deviled eggs. They are so good. You too. Thank you. You have a blessed week as well. Okay, guys. So we're on our hour. It's up. It was fun. I enjoyed talking to you all tonight. If this is your first time, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the thumbs up button, you guys. Um, the like button, so YouTube can continue to share my videos. Uh, and I just want to thank you all as always. Remember, peace, love, and happiness is the only way to live, guys. The only way. All right. Okay. That's it. First timers, love you. Thank you for joining. Returning, thank you for joining and always being there. You guys are my number ones. Bye. Enjoy your evening. And enjoy the rest of your week, everyone.